right, so we'll practice. Prepare. Opening. Word off left. Word off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Finger whip. Raise hands. And step forward. Like crane. Raise wings. Left knee brush. And push. Hand strums the lute. Left knee brush. And push. Right knee brush. And push. Left knee brush and push. Okay. Again. Prepare. Opening. Up left. Up right. Roll back. Press. Push. Finger whip. Raise hands. Step forward. Like crane. Raise wings. Left knee brush. And push. Hand strums the lute. Left knee brush. And push. Right knee brush. And push. Left knee brush. And push. Okay. I'll watch you do it. I'll call it, and then we'll see what we should work on for the review. Okay, prepare. Opening. And ward off left. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Raise hands and step forward. White crane spreads wings. Lefty brush and push. Hand strums the lute. Left knee brush and push. Right knee brush and push. Left knee brush and push. Okay, stop. Just check. Okay. I'm going to face you, and we have somebody new. I think Michael was here last week.
Yeah.
And he's also coming to our Thursday class. But I think from the beginning, we need to go over a couple of things. So we'll just do that. And then I think the rest of us looked okay for the rest of the movements. Let's go over the beginning. Prepare, we do like this. We talked about this, I think, hopefully we talked about it. It's like hugging a tree and sitting, but then you stand up and drop your arms and make them a little bit straighter, and then you pull them back to be by your thighs. Okay, and then when you stand up, well, when you sit and hug the tree, you lift your head and your shoulders sink down. So when you stand up, you keep that shape. Okay, your head is lifted. Don't go your legs too straight and put a strain on your lower back. Maybe your knees can have a little bit of a flex in them, a little bit of a bend. Okay, so that's prepare. From there, we do opening. We swing them forward and turn them to face back. Our palms face back. Then they come up and they're facing down. Then your elbows go first, then your wrist, and then your palms. You feel your palms pushing down, right? Ward off left, I'm gonna not do the reverse, right? So this is my left hand. I'm gonna shift left, I'm gonna turn right, point my toe to the corner, I'm gonna shift to the right and sit and swing up my right arm and turn left, and then close my arms and step. My right arm's on top. Then I'm going to shift into my bow stance. I'm going to lift up. My right hand's going to pass the middle of my left forearm and make a bow stance. And my left arm's going to be up. That's left ward off. Point to the left, straight direction. Look to the left straight direction. Well, I'm sorry, to the right. Point to the right. Standing on my left. My left arm points to the right. Okay. Then ward off right. We shift back. We turn to the right about 45 degrees. Point our toe to the corner. We shift back to the left. Turn over our left hand. Open our arm a little bit. It points forward again. Point my fingers down. My right fingers down. Close my arms and step for a bow stance. Wide enough for a bow stance. Shift forward, heel ball toe, bend your knee, lift up and push down. At the end, your left fingers point at the middle of your forearm and they're past it by a fist distance. So they're not in back of it, they're lower, but the fingers point at the arm. Then roll back, you turn to the right and open your right arm, point to the corner, rotate both of them, then shift back and turn to the left. Point to the left corner. Then turn back. Put your palm, your left palm in the middle of your forearm. It's closer to you. It's going to extend. It's closer to you right now. And go forward and extend it. This is called press. Then we separate the hands to shoulder width apart. We shift back, pull the opponent towards us. Our hands go down to about the middle of the body. And then go forward and put them back up to shoulder height. Stand. Okay, so that sequence is, after opening, is called grasping the bird's tail. Ward off, roll back, press, push. Okay, and we do it maybe the most in the form, over and over. That's the signature of Yang Family Tai Chi, the signature movement. All right, so let me watch you do that then from the beginning. I'll just call that much. Prepare. Opening. Looking down. Ward off left. I'm not going to do all of it with you, but I can't see the TV. Your right hand comes up, close your arms, and step. Ward off, up, and go into a bow stance. Lift up with your left arm, push down with your right hand. Then back and turn. Shift to the left. This is grabbing, turning your left hand over to the straight direction, to the 3 o'clock direction. Close your arms and step. Ward off up and push down. Right foot, when you step, your right foot's in front. In a bow stance. Turn to the right. Open your arms, turn to the left. Keep your arm shape. Turn back. Press. Separate your arms. Pull back, bring them back and down. Forward, push. Okay. Okay. Can everybody, are you just looking at me or can you see everyone? Do you have this on a television? Then you can see everyone. If it's on your computer screen, maybe you cannot see everyone. It's fun to see everyone. It makes you feel, I can see everybody. So I just have my laptop and Zoom will do 25 people on one screen. So if I turn myself on and turn on the recording, I'm only recording myself, but you can still set it up to put it in the view in the grid view or whatever, and then you can see everyone. And then, because when I'm watching you, then I'm not doing anything. If you need to see somebody else do it also, then you cannot, you should be able to see everybody else. Then you can follow one of them. Okay. Let me see, what we did last week was the knee brush sequence. So I'll do it facing the TV, facing the camera. Left foot forward. We'll do it from here, from hamstring salute. the knee brush sequence, left and right and left knee brush. So hand strum salute, left foot forward. Then turn your palm up, turning to the right. Both hands go one up and one down to the back corner, step wider, look to the back corner, look forward with the brushing, put your left foot flat and strike. Then right knee brush, back and keep your right arm extended, lift up your left arm, turn, rotate your left hand to point up. Both hands are in front towards the straight direction. Then go forward and right hand goes up, left hand goes down and look to the back corner. Brush, put your foot down flat, push. Then right knee, the left knee brush again, back and your hand swings up, turn your palm up, circle and step, brush, push. Okay. I'll do it. Let me do it again with you. Hand strum salute. Left knee brush. Turn your right palm up with turning. Circle to the back corner. Step wider. Put your foot down and brush. Strike. Bend your knee. Right knee brush. Back. Turn. Circle. Step. Follow the brush with your looking. Push. Back. Turn. Circle. Step. Brush. Push. Okay. Okay, what do you think? Is it easy? Got it? Let me see you do it. I'll call it from hand strum salute, hand strum salute. Left foot forward, left hand forward. Okay. Both hands in front. Okay. Left knee brush and push. Turn to the right. Circle your hands to the back corner. Step. Brush. Push. Then right knee brush. Back. Swing your left hand up. Turn your palm up. Circle your hands and step. Brush. Push. Then left knee brush. Back. Circle, lift up your right hand, turn your palm up. Circle, look to the side. Step. Brush. Push. Okay. Okay. So here's one thing from the side. Okay. When I shift back, my arm, I just did a striking. My right arm is going to stay extended. I'm going to shift back, and I'm going to just look back, and my hand swings up. You can imagine maybe you had a rope on it, and it was tied to something here. When you shift back, it's going to pull your hand up. All right, so just go up when you shift back, and turn. And when you turn, your right hand is going to follow your turning and just come to the center line, going to the straight direction, okay? Just from the turning. Don't leave it over here. Let it move with you. The left hand, they're both going to point to the straight. The left hand is going to turn palm up and curve, and now it's also going to be near the center line, okay? They're going to both be in front towards the straight direction. Then when you step, when you circle, you're going to go like this. The front one is going to go up and push down. The bottom one is going to circle down and come up. you're gonna shift, they're gonna circle, and just as they get the same level again, you're gonna touch the floor with your heel. So when I say step, that means touch the floor. Back, turn, circle, step. Okay, step is touching. Put your foot down with brush. Put some weight in it, brush, and bend your left elbow. Brush. You were looking with the circle, you're looking towards the back diagonal. With putting your foot down, with brushing, you're gonna follow your right hand. Okay, and now look forward, and then strike, keep looking forward. Okay, so we want your head, where you're looking direction, to follow your hands. Back and turn, I'm still looking forward, my hands are forward. Now my hands are going to the side and back, I'm looking back, follow my right hand, keep looking forward. Okay, so connect your looking direction to your movement. Okay, it's reversed. So the left knee brush has your left foot forward. Gail, start with your left foot forward. Okay, this is a reverse strike. I'll do it so you can see it. The left foot's forward, the right hand is forward. Reverse. Okay, not the same side, like single whip, same side as the front foot. This is the reverse strike. Most of our strikes are reverse strikes. Okay, and the reverse is good. I think maybe it's stronger because you get to turn with it. Look, boom, turn. It uses your back leg and turning, and this is lined up with your back leg, your striking hand. Boom, strike. Okay, single whip, you go like this, and you go, and you move with your leg, but your pushing leg is at an angle. Your hip is turning a little. Your body's not turning as much, not turning that much. So it doesn't have as much of the waist in it. Okay, so this has a strong waist turn in it, and that's, a lot, your waist turn. So most of our strikes are reverse strikes. So Fair Lady, that's a reverse. This one's reverse. Pair block and punch is reverse. So anyway, so to start with, to go to the next one, we start reverse. Anyway, that's the point of it, reverse strikes. I'll tell you the name in Chinese. The name is not knee brush and push. The name is knee brush, twist step, and the twist step basically means, I understand, I don't speak Chinese. The twist step means reverse strike. Okay, that's basically all it means. It means it's not the same arm. It's twist. You're twisted or something instead of the same. So in our calling in English, we don't say the reverse part. We don't even say twist because it's confusing. But anyway, it's reverse strike. You should figure that out. Okay, figure that out. Reverse. All right. So from there, then left foot forward, right hand forward. Okay. Then back. Keep your arm extended. Don't bend it. Turn. Circle. And look. Step. Brush. Extended. Push. All right. Then back. Turn. Circle. And step. Brush. Push. When you brush, this is a little bit hard, maybe. From here, brush, I want you to go like this. And now it's extended and pointing straight. Don't go too far. Don't pass the straight line. Back, it's going to brush forward. And then when you bend your knee, it's going to drop. Okay. I don't want you to go past it. I also don't want you to keep it bent and just, go like that. It is bent, it's curved in here. brush, it isn't just follow your body. It has an extra swing it out, swing it, and then strike. So swing, strike. Okay. Sometimes we will use that brushing we use it, the idea for this one is to move their arm out of the way. Okay, so they got something in the way, move it out of the way somehow, and then strike them because their body is protected by their arm. So we go like this and we come up on top of their arm and then we pull it out of the way basically and then strike. Okay, you can go down, that would be also, you might just do that too, but for our practice, we're going to go forward. And that forward thing is good in some cases, and it's not doing very much except to get the other person to react. So we have a couple of places where we punch down, for instance, and we go, or at the end we punch to the groin. But we basically go like this. We go across and then punch. We punch down at their knee, or we punch at their groin. And by sweeping our hand forward, they go like, and try to get away from our hand. They're forward maybe, and then you go like this, they go, they get back, now their leg is straight. And then you hit them in the knee and it's hyperextended, try to make it hurt. Okay, but if you just try to punch at their knee and it was bent, you would just hit hurt your hand. So if you want to damage their knee, you need them to shift back. So the brushing is just to get them to go back, and then you hit them in the knee. So maybe here is not exactly a using scenario. I'm not an expert, okay, on fighting, but if we have a good habit of doing this, like in a 1-2 type of thing. So 1-2, or 1-2. It's they react to the one, and it's a combination type of, the one thing doesn't have to work, right? It just has to make them have some kind of reaction. When they react, then they can't move again. They're already doing one reaction, they can't do two in a row. So you make them react and then you hit them. Okay, so this is going to make them react. We practice just going down like this, which might be what we do when their hand is there, and just move it down and hit them. But this is not going to make them react at all. So brush, push, or brush, strike. Okay. Anyway, so I want you just to feel that with one turn back, it's two things: a brush with turning, and then continue turning, strike. And at the end, we're square. Our body is square, the straight direction. Do you guys have any question on any of the movements so far, or that you would like to look at again?
Excuse me, I just want to clarify on the sweep.
Yes.
With the knee, I'll back up. So again, I'm used to coming in lower. I think you're saying it's more of an up and down, right? On the sweep.
If you watch Master Yang, he almost just does it like basically level.
Oh, it's almost level. Okay.
But I often just make it go down more and just make a spiral down. But
okay.
when we first saw him a long time ago now, he did it like just straight level.
Huh.
And then, so to really emphasize, and that is the characteristic of Yang family Tai Chi. All the other Tai Chi practices, that they don't seem to have it. And even other people doing Yang style, they just go like this. They just go like that.
Yeah.
And it's almost, they do it in a way often, because I learned it this other way actually. They do it in a way that it doesn't have its own thing. It's just circle, and we do circle like this, and then strike, and then it just ends up down here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. It's not doing much. Okay, but we emphasize that there's a brush there. Okay.
Okay.
And that makes it fit in, like I was trying to say. It makes it fit in with other movements. Okay, that before, and so then they all have that, kind of left going first kind of thing. And when you do the weapons, the left goes first, often to the left direction. So it's just good to be used to. The left arm is not just tagging along; it's got a thing that it does on its own. Okay. All right, okay, we'll go on. This next thing takes a little bit of time to do. And last week we went through the sequence. There's a couple more pieces, but we've already done them. So after the 3 knee brushes, then you do another handstrom salute and another left knee brush. Okay, so that's finished with the knee brush sequence. Then we're going to do something called parry block and punch. I'll show you back and turn, circle down, step, step, punch. Take 2 steps and punch. We've taken 1 step in a bow stance, right? So that was what we call Tai Chi walking. And so for the knee brush sequence, the footwork is back and turn, open your toe to the corner, put it down, then go forward and step wide enough for another bow stance, okay? And that is underneath the knee brush sequence, Tai Chi walking. There's something more basic though, and that is just taking steps along one line. So steps along one line, so this one, if you look at the footwork is back, turn, open your toe, and then 2 steps. 1 along the line, not wide, with your toe open. And then the second step is wider, and that's the bow stance, okay? So the first step is a transitional type of step. We're not going to end up in a pose there. And the second step is the pose. And the weapons form, we take 3 steps instead of 2 steps. So in the weapons form, we go like here, we step, we go 1, 2, 3, thrust or whatever. Okay, we take 2 transitional steps and then the bow stance. Okay, so let's take a look at and practice walking along the line. That's the underlying thing. So I want you to start with your right foot open to the corner and your left foot open to the left corner and stepping in ahead, all right, along a line. And it's 1 line, 2 sides, so it's the same stepping as empty stance, all right? Your feet, when you do the walking, are going to point to the corners because when you stop for a pose, then a bow stance, the foot points forward. Empty stance, the foot points forward, but it points forward, okay? And the back foot points to the corner. But when you're taking multiple steps in a row, not like the Tai Chi walking, then you just keep the feet pointed open, right? Open, and then take a step, open to the corner, and another step, open to the corner, and another step, open to the corner. So this is very much like, I won't say very much. It's similar to just normal walking, right? The Tai Chi walking has a weird thing in it. You have to go forward, then you go back, and then you go forward, and then you're done, and then you go back, and then you go forward. We don't walk like that. That's not normal walking. Normal walking is just 1 foot in front of the other. All right, so try it again. So along 1 line, if you have a line on your floor, that's great. You can try to use that. Try to step on either side of the line. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I'll do it sideways. You can see on the feet. Okay, we'll start with my left foot forward. Go to the left, step. To the right, step. To the left, step. To the right, step. To the left, step. Okay, so there isn't any, when you do the walking, try to not have any stopping. So I don't want you to go like this, step, then go on, step. I want you just to normal walking, we just keep going. But here it has similar to stepping up for a bow stance. Where do you step? You step where you can keep your position and touch the floor. You should step where you can pick it back up, okay? Don't step too wide and now you're committed. So step just where, keep your standing leg bent, step. Then shift and step. That helps you to do two things. Is not to overstep. So you could have a little pause, like even before you touch the floor. That's where it's going to go. Boom. So you're not basically not moving. Then here, touch the floor. Right. But when you really do it, there is no stopping. Then it's just like left, right, left, right, left. Okay. It's just continuous stepping.
Mike,
Yes.
I see your body turning
Yes.
also.
Yes.
Is that correct? It doesn't stay
Yes.
forward.
Yes. All right. So there's another part we're going to talk about, and the hands. But I would say just for practicing, then try and say and feel. Does your body want to stay pointed straight ahead? Does that make this easier? Or does your body want to turn towards the front foot and then turn towards the next front foot and kind of have a swinging feeling with your arms? Feel it. I think that it naturally wants to go that way. Then when you go that way, it feels more normal. And then your body wants to do that, I think, probably all the time. But because you point your feet forward, then it doesn't have any, it's always pointing, it wants to point in the foot direction. So maybe it makes your hips turn a little bit, okay, because your feet point forward. But if your feet were open more, then you could exaggerate the turning, okay? So I want you to feel that turning, and I want you to, I have a whole thing that I do on this, and usually it's the first class. But so if you start with your left foot forward and the hands on the right, they swing to the left and you step. Then they swing to the right and you step and you look with it. Swing to the left and step. Swing to the right, swing to the left, okay? And put your upper body and put your arms in it. Okay, I actually think that is very basic, and that is usually my first class. We practice that because we don't have any Tai Chi to practice. We practice this kind of stepping. And when you swing your arms, turn your body, swing them with your body turning. Okay. All right, well, so we're going to use that body turning in the hands of this movement. In this movement, we're going to do something with our right arm. First of all, we'll look at the right arm. We're going to make a figure eight. Basically, we're making a figure eight. We're only really going to do 3/4 of it, okay, not a whole figure eight. The figure eight would look like this. This is my right hand. Turning left, I'm going to come down and come around and then back. Then I'm going to do the right side. Turn to the right and back to the middle. So going to the left, it's palm down, basically. Going to the right, it's palm up. Swing, turn, swing, 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 swing. All right, that's the figure eight. In our, let's do it with two hands. Well, maybe we won't do it with two hands. The one-handed one is like this. The way we're going to do it, on the way down on the left, we're going to make a fist. So instead of our hand being open, we're going to make our fist on the way down, and then we're going to come back, we're going to have a fist. Then we're going to pull it back to our hip instead of going back around, and then we're going to punch. Okay, so that's the movement that we're going to do. But the swinging feeling for your arm, that's what we're going to use. So the movement isn't, if you've done some other kind of martial art, then they have something called blocking usually, okay? And we don't have blocking exactly. So say that somebody's arm is coming in. I'll use this here. They're coming in to punch you. What do? Your hand's over here. You go, bam, and you hit as hard as you can with your arm and try to break it. Okay. And there's videos of people breaking people's legs that way. Okay. Not on purpose, but they do it hard. Bam. So, bam. Okay. Or their hands coming in. You go, and your hand like white crane. Our idea is we go like this. Okay. Their idea is bam, break it. Okay. Their idea here comes in, your hand's over here. Their idea is bam, break it. Okay. So bam, block. Their hand comes in, break it. Okay. So they practice like bam, bam, bam. Okay. Break, break, break. And our thing in Tai Chi is to connect. So just to touch it, their arm is coming in, you go and touch it, and then just make it miss you. So their arm's coming in, you go here, you go like this. Now it just misses you, and you just guide it away, okay? So it doesn't take, you don't get all bruised up, and you're not breaking anything. You're not breaking your own hand or your own arm, because you're trying to hit them. You're just trying to touch them and then follow them. If their arm's coming in, you put your arm here, and all you do is like turn. They're not going to hit you unless they are somehow so much pushing sideways. They're going forward. So if you just touch it, it'll just go by you, and they won't even notice it. So that's the Tai Chi way of doing things. So that's how I want you to think of it. If you've done a different martial art, then this might feel to you like, here's the time I'm going to go bam and break their arm. But that's not it. It's just a swinging feeling, okay? A swinging feeling. So the way we're going to do the hands then is with two hands now. We're going to shift back and turn our left palm up. Then we're going to do the circle. And when we circle, we're going to step. So we're going to come down, make your fist. Both arms are going to make basically the same circle. And this is basically like a knee brush, how we circle it back. And then they're both going to come forward. Your right hand's going to be on the front in front. The fist in front. Okay, they're both going to be in front of you, your hands. Not this one back here. They're both going to be here. Then step out and extend your left hand. Bring your right hand to your hip. Step out for your bow stance. And then bend your knee, punch. Just feel extended. And at the end, your left hand points at your arm. Okay, so let me show it from here. See, yeah, I'll show it from the side. You can see it. Back, turn. This is the same as the knee brush setup. But now instead of one up and one down, they're both going to go down. Make your fist on the way down. Step. Then when you step, that's your arms back, pointed back, and done, circling back. Now they're going to go forward. They're going to both go forward. And then you're going to step. And then you're going to punch. Okay. They're going to move, basically, if you can see it, they're going to both move in a circle together. Okay. Now, this is going to make the figure eight. We talked about the figure eight. I can make the figure eight going this way with both hands going this way. I'm not sure what the left hand would do. I don't know. But so we only make one side. One side, and then when we step with the left foot, we just extend. We separate the hands and we extend the left hand. And then when we punch, we bend it back in. Bend it back in. Okay. So with the stepping, the hands go together till you get all your weight on your right foot before you step. Give your body square. Okay. And then when you step, you turn your body, continue turning, point it to the corner, extend out your hand when you step out. And then with going into your bow stance from your hip, throw your fist out. Here is palm up, fist, palm up, and then, trying to see it. When you go forward, just extend it out. At the end, it doesn't have to, don't make it too straight. It's got a little bend in it. But just imagine you're striking. Now, we have not done a punch yet, right? So this is the first punch. So here's how we do a punch. here's how we make our hand. We call it a fist. All right. So everybody knows how to make a fist, I think. Well, everybody has a way to make a fist, but this is the way we're going to make a fist. And I think it matches basically other martial arts. You need to make, when you make a real fist for really hitting someone, you need to bend at this knuckle, you bend all your knuckles, okay? And then bend that in. And then put your thumb over the two knuckles. That's a fist, okay? When you make a real fist, this needs to be as tight as you can make it before you hit somebody with it. Otherwise, you might just break your hand or your fingers or something. Or even if you go to hit them, they might go and try to block you, which, because they're not doing Tai Chi. They try to break your hand or your arm. So they hit you as hard as they can, and it's hit you on your thumb. Well, if it's just sticking out, or it's like this, or it's like this, okay, some other way, then you'll just get hurt. So you make it like this, really, really tight, and then it can withstand being hit also. You're gonna hit, okay, anyway, we call this the fist eye, okay? And this is the fist face, okay? We punch somebody, we have different ways to punch them, but for a punch, usually we're using the face, okay? So we want that point forward, we're hitting them with the fist face. We have another movement where you throw your hands up like this and you hit them with the corners. Okay, that's a different thing. But most of the things, even if you hit them in the head, it's trying to hit them and use the face, hit them in the body using the face. Oh, yeah, no, we haven't done that one. So we use the face, okay? We don't have, I don't think in our style, we don't have hitting them with the, whatever you call this. If this is the eye, maybe this is the tail or something. We don't have pounding them like that. But okay, so we want to make this shape, but we don't actually want to make it really, really tight. Okay, so we don't want it to be just like, you know, make a circle somehow and be like that. We want it to look like a real fist. The fist also, if you've noticed now, when we do certain things like push, we have this curve down and up. We want our wrist to sort of follow the curve. When we make a ward-off shape, our wrist follows the curve. Here, we want this to be straight, okay? So basically, if I was gonna push on something, I want that to be straight. I don't want it to be at some other angle, like here. So it's not gonna, when my arm's gonna be like this, it's not gonna point totally flat. It's gonna be tilted up a little bit. So my fist face is gonna follow that and point up. Don't tilt your wrist to make it point straight ahead, okay? It's just straight on your arm. And it's not lifted, okay? It's not the other way. So we've had this lifted shape, we've had this pointing in, facing in. It's basically straight, okay? If you're gonna hit something really hard, it needs to be straight, or you'll just sprain your, you'll just go like, if it's tilted this way and you hit that, it'll be, and you'll just, sprain your wrist and not be able to use it anymore. Either direction, okay? So in karate, we do fist push-ups. You get on the floor and you practice, and then you know what straight is. And you have a bag, and you hit the bag, and you learn what straight is, because then you don't hurt yourself. Okay, we don't do that in Tai Chi, but you could do it if you want. We don't. At least our style, we don't ever practice anything like that. But if you have a bag, you learn how to hit things. Okay, we never practice hitting anybody at our school. All right, so we talked about, okay, so I'll show you again. Back and turn, both hands are gonna go down, make your fist on the way down, step, then they both come forward as you put your weight, all the weight on the right foot. Then and then see the right in front of the left. Then when you step, they separate, bring your right hand to your hip, and then you're gonna bend it back in, see extended, bend it back in as you punch. Okay, and just keep the shape, but don't make it tight. I used to have an issue of with the punch because I had done karate, and so I had karate is a little bit different idea. You practice, even though you practice and there's nobody there, you're not hitting anything. You still do it hard and pretend you're hitting something. That way your mind gets used to it, or you don't practice. Here we practice slowly. So to really use it, we don't have any practice. So we practice really punching at people. We practice really doing it's hard still, right? So boom, we do it hard and imagine not even hitting them, imagine going through them, okay? So that your mind would maybe help you to penetrate better. But anyway, the point is, make the shape, but don't have the okay feeling. When you hit somebody, that's when you would like really breathe out hard. We have that kind of practice we call single movement practice. You could even do it with the brushing and the striking. You practice making a noise with it. That's supposed to be helpful. Okay, breathing out, make a noise. They really emphasize that in like hard styles, right? So when they're punching or kicking even, they're making noises every time. But we don't do that. Anyway, don't tense up. If you have practice at something else, and right here you really want to put a lot of something into it, don't. Just extend it. Try to stay relaxed. For me, it was easy. This is the only movement I had left where I sort of felt like I was doing something and I would tense up when I did it. Have a tense, you need to be relaxed all the time. So just extend your arm. For me, just think extend. Don't think about punching. And if that makes you tense up, any of it, if it makes you tense up when you do it, here I'm striking. If that makes you feel inside tense, don't do it. Natural breathing. If it affects your breathing when you do it, then you're tensing up. Okay, so let's try it. All right. From here, from the end of the knee brush. Parry, block, and punch. Back, turn. The same as before. Going forward, circle down, make your fist, and step. Going forward, everything forward, and step and separate. Then punch. All right, good. All right, back, turn, circle, step. Everything forward, separate, punch. Good. Oh, is it easy? That's good. Back, turn, separate, circle down, step, circle up or forward, step, punch. Good. All right, so if you feel it, when we take this walking along the line, okay, we take 2 steps, just try to have that feel natural, okay? It's easy so that's why I want to do the stepping separately, the figure 8 feeling, try to put it together and just keep moving, all right? All right, back, turn, circle, step, circle, step, punch. Okay, I'll do it one more time and I'll watch you do it. Back, turn, circle, step, circle, step, punch. Okay. All right, so here's one thing. When you circle, you bring it down by your hip. And then when you punch, straight from there. Okay, like a straight line. Don't bring it up and then punch forward. Straight from your hip. Okay, you can almost feel, well, I would say, for other styles, you would turn your body and maybe your hip would go with it. Okay, I'm not an expert on other styles. But for our style, we want to go to the bow stance. the hip doesn't go with it. The back hip doesn't do anything. The front hip's coming forward, okay? So when you punch, it just comes out with the turning. It comes from the turning. If I don't move my lower body, it comes from the turning. Okay, throw it out. It doesn't come from your back hip. Okay, so if you've done other styles, you might want to turn your hips when you either also here when you do the knee brush strike and make your hips square. They don't. For us, they stay diagonal. Okay, just the upper body turns. Okay, you twist your body when you strike. Reverse strike for us. Where other arts, and I would say if you've done something else like karate or taekwondo or something, and they put their hip in everywhere, that's very, very hard to change. I had some girl, she was only like 17 or something, but she'd done taekwondo and she could not stop doing it. So do what you can do. That's not what we're trying to do. But just same thing, similar thing here. This one is just extend your arm. Don't feel, if punching or striking makes you want to put your hip in it, just feel extended. Maybe that will let you separate the two things, okay? The two things are different that way. Okay, let me see you do it. I'll watch you do it. From the left knee brush, left foot forward, right hand in front, right, left foot forward. Michael, left foot forward. Reverse, remember, reverse. All right, go. On your own, do it. Can you do it on your own? Okay. Try it again. The good thing about it, I'll tell you this, if you have some room, that after you're done, you're like this. You just put your left hand down and you open your right hand, and then you're ready to do it again, okay? So back, turn, circle, step, circle forward, step, punch. Okay. Then again, keep your left foot forward. Start with your left foot forward. All right. Go back, turn, circle, step, circle, separate and step, punch. Okay, so let me tell you one more thing. We're almost out of time. The left hand has its own thing that it's doing a little bit. So we back and turn. This is similar to a knee brush, right? You might want to stop here in front of your chest, in front of your shoulder, because that's how we do the knee brush. It needs to follow all the way in front of you, okay? So that circle's change a little bit. It doesn't stop here because we're not really, we're not going to strike out with it, so it doesn't need to start here. It follows, they kind of stay the same distance apart in your circle. They circle together, all right? And they get in front together when you step, okay? And then from there, when you, from here, they're together. When you step, your body's going to turn more extended. Your left foot, your left hand come out, okay? So if you imagine that they're going to punch you, they go like this. You go, and you reach out and you touch them on this shoulder, imagine. Or you touch them on the hand, whatever. If they're gonna go here, you reach out while they're going back. How do you punch someone? Like a lot of times, you go like bam, bam. When you're punching, you're getting ready to do the next one, okay? You just go bam, bam, and then stand there, and then you have nothing. So when you hit them with this one, you're getting ready to hit them with the next one, okay? So he hits you with this one, and you deflect it. This hand, when he's pulling it back, you reach out now and you touch it. Now he can't do it just because you're touching him. But maybe he's strong and he does it anyway. Okay. So he goes to punch you, you go and you just follow it. So he punches you, you go like, in more reality, you go like, and you deflect it up away and punch him, okay? Or you deflect it down and punch him, okay? So you reach out before he starts punching, and you're ready, it's at your hip. You reach your hip to punch him, and you reach out to stop him, kind of, okay? And then if you touch his hand, or his fist, you follow it and punch. Okay, so that's what this is. We're gonna just go in the middle, okay, and just end up in the middle. But you can't basically follow him straight. He'll hit your arm that you're trying to hit him with. So you need to like deflect him away from your arm. But you're also coming kind of from under, so it's not coming straight out. So try it. Let me see you do it. From the knee brush. Good. Back, turn, circle, step, circle, step, and separate your hands. This is the block part. Parry, block and punch. Punch. Okay. Yeah, let's get the terminology. This name, usually we call the name of this movement Parry, block, and punch. Some other things call it deflect downward, deflect, parry, block, punch. Okay, this is the blocking. And the blocking, I told you before, blocking is like this in most styles. Bam, bam, okay? In our style, it means more like stop something from happening. So they're gonna punch you, you block that from, it's like putting a cap on something, right? Cap it off before it can start. So often if you've ever done push hands, if somebody turns and they want to come back and get you, if you push them there, then they can't come because you stopped it before it started. Once it starts, then you need to follow it. But if you can cap it off before it starts, when they're turning back, if you go with it, then you just totally break their cycle of making a circle and coming back at you. So here, parry, block, cap it, and then if it does come, then you follow it. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's this movement. Maybe try practicing it a few times after class because we are out of time. But and then look at the video. I'm going to post the video, and we have other videos of other teachers teaching this. You can look at those. I've been posting the video later than I should. I'm sorry if you want to look at it. I'm not getting it up the next day. But anyway, we'll meet again next week and go over it. We're actually we're maybe just a couple weeks from finishing the first section. So we'll finish the first section this month anyway. Okay, so we'll stop here. And thanks for coming to class. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good week.